Hi everyone, this is KP. Today I'm going to talk about Hedera Wallet Snap and how you can start building applications integrating with the Snap. First of all, let's talk about what snaps even are. So basically a snap, you can think of it as an extension to MetaMask. So I already have a MetaMask extension here. So snaps live inside of MetaMask. So what it allows you to do is extend the capabilities of MetaMask beyond what was possible previously. So, for instance, previously, you could use your MetaMask to interact with any of the EVM compatible chains, so Ethereum, Polygon, Binance Chain, whatever. However, with the introduction of snaps about a year ago, now any developer can actually build their own snap and applications can integrate with it to offer other functionalities, such as one of the examples of a snap could be someone wants to support Bitcoin blockchain interaction with their existing MetaMask wallet, or someone wants to support decentralized identity. So these are the kind of things that were not possible with MetaMask directly, but with the introduction of snaps, it is entirely possible. So there are a lot of snaps already available on the Snap directory. It's called. You can go to snaps.metamask.io to check it out. Some of the most popular ones are Solana, Cosmos. So as you can see, these are not EVM compatible chains, at least like you see here Bitcoin Cash and all of these different kinds of snaps there are. So these, you can go over to any one of these and then install it. So here I am just going to go to Hedera Wallet Snap right here. So here you can see more information about Hedera Wallet Snap, what it does. One thing to note is it does not rely on Hedera JSON RPC relay, which means that you do not need to add Hedera network manually on the list of networks, because it is the Snap handles all of that for you. And frankly, it does not even use the JSON RPC relay. Rather, it uses the Hedera SDK under the hood directly. So you're actually doing native interaction with the ledger without going through something like Hedera JSON RPC relay. So there's two ways of installing the Snap. I can install the Snap right here from the directory or from a third-party application. An application could basically ask to connect to the Snap and then install it. And you just have to accept it and go forward. There is a documentation if you want to take a look at the Snap, what it is, to learn about how the snaps work. They're basically all the code in a snap are executed within a safe sandboxed environment. So there may be hundreds of thousands of snaps that are installed, but if there is a bug within one snap, it's not going to affect the other. All right, let's talk about Hedera Wallet Snap. So Hedera Wallet Snap, you can check out the documentation at docs.toom.tech/Hedera Wallet Snap. But the idea is it unlocks the functionality for Hedera with MetaMask. And one of the things, so here you can see here as an example how it works under the hood. For instance, if you want to interact with the API to get account information, it basically checks whether it's account 1, account 2, account 3 on MetaMask, and then it sends a request over to MetaMask, and then MetaMask knows which snap to route the request to, and then the snap, or Hedera Wallet Snap, knows how to handle this API. It does whatever it is. It uses the private key of MetaMask within MetaMask, and then reaches out, actually uses the Hedera SDK to retrieve the account information, and then returns the result back to the application. So snaps by default, they don't really have a set UI. However, that will soon change with the introduction of Snap homepages. But for now, in order to interact with the Snap, you do need a third-party application to first. So a third-party application needs to integrate with the Snap to offer various capabilities. And you can check out a lot of the things that are possible here. You can control Hedera accounts that deal with both account IDs and EVM addresses, because with JSON RPC relay, we only dealt with EVM addresses, but with Snap, if you were to integrate with it, it also handles account IDs pretty nicely. You can retrieve account information from Mirror Node, Ledger Node, view HBAR balance, send HBAR, send any other token to an account ID or an EVM address. Both of those are possible. And you can even import any kind of Hedera account, both EXTA and ED25519 here. And then it also has support for interacting with the Hedera token service, any of the APIs that are available there. Same with the Hedera Smart Contract Service, Hedera Consensus Service. So in order to see what is possible, anything that you see here under the SDKs, all of the functionalities here, such as token service, that you can create a token, mint a token, update a token, basically do any of these functionalities, interact with any of these functionalities with the Snap directly. Whereas previously, with Hedera JSON RPC Relay, it was not possible, but with the Snap, it is entirely possible. It is even possible to interact with the consensus service. You can create a topic directly using MetaMask. So it basically, all in all, it unlocks the capability that was not possible through MetaMask directly. So any applications that already support MetaMask as their main default wallet, they can just continue to use MetaMask. They can just continue to have their users use MetaMask, and all they need to do is integrate with Hedera Wallet Snap and basically interact with any of the APIs that are currently exposed. And you can check out more information here. There's some demos. You can even check out the architecture, how the Snap works under the hood, and so on and so forth. Now, one thing I did want to mention is you can check out all the different APIs that are available for the Snap under our documentation portal. And one thing that we have done is, let's say this is a very simple API for the Snap. It basically displays a MetaMask dialog box, does nothing else, not even related to Hedera, but it has information on how you can call this Snap. It's very easy, what the API does, this is what the API displays, and then it returns the result. And then we also have a live demo here. So, for anyone interested in checking out the code, you can obviously click here and check out all the code that you need, HTML, there's the JavaScript code that you need. And honestly, this is the only bit of code that is needed to interact with the Snap right here. So it's basically interacting with MetaMask directly with the method, with the RPC call, wallet invokes Snap, and then our method is hello. We basically do that for every single API here, and you can either interact with the Snap here directly. Actually, let me just connect to the Snap first. So you see here, I am connected, and then when I do hello, it basically triggers this MetaMask dialog box, and it tells you like the current mirror node that's connected to, and so on and so forth. And then it returns the result. All right, so one more thing that I wanted to show is get account. You can feel free to check out all the other APIs here directly. You can see what it does, how the API works, and then at the end, there's always a demo for you to check out. So you can do get account information, and then it basically retrieves the account information. And there's even, you can see here, Hedera token service. So create token, you can actually pretty easily create a token right from the documentation portal. So, you don't even need to know, you don't need to be tech savvy to be able to do this, is what I was getting at. You can also check out the code, like for instance, if you wanted to integrate this into your own application, there's the HTML code here, what it does right here, and then there's the JavaScript code. Again, you can see here, this is the most important part of the code because this is the only thing that's needed. And you can change this, in your own code, and we're going to take a look at the very simple demo in a little bit. But first, let me go ahead and tell you. So, if you go over to github.com/hashgraph Hedera MetaMask snaps. So here you can check out the code for the Snap under packages, Snap. This is all the code for the Snap. It's completely open source. The latest version is 0.5.0, and you can feel free to run this locally. I already have the local version of the Snap running, and what it does is, if you can see here, if you run this from the outermost package, we actually have two different example codes. So one is the Snap code itself, the source code for the Snap, where all the magic happens. And then we also have an example website that you can check out the code for. This example website, we're going to be interacting with it in a little bit, but this example website has all the code that you need to interact with every single API that is exposed by the Hedera Wallet Snap. And so you can imagine that if you wanted to build a wallet, you can do it because all the functionalities that are provided by Hedera SDK, it is also offered through the Hedera Wallet Snap. If you wanted to have some sort of simple chat service, maybe a public chat service, you can use the consensus service to create a topic, submit messages, subscribe to messages. All of these kind of things are possible, and all of the example code are here. So feel free to just copy the code and paste it into your own application and start hacking away. All right. So the example code. So I have the example website and the snap running locally. So this is the example website that comes with the repository here. And so the first thing is, obviously I want to connect. So the first time you connect to the snap, it will need to install it. So it also tells you what all the permissions that the snap requires. And then once you agree, you can go ahead and hit OK. And you can see here, if I go over to snaps from the MetaMask, I have the main official version of the Hedera Wallet Snap, which is at Hashgraph Hedera Wallet Snap. And then the local host, this is my local instance of the snap that's running locally. And as you can see, this is a very simple, there's no direct UI to interact with the snap. This is why you need a third-party application like this example website to interact with various APIs that are exposed through the Hedera Wallet Snap. All right, so this is the exact same hello message. So the interaction, the flow, the process is the same as if you were to interact with any other MetaMask APIs. So this basically, the hello API, all it does is it triggers a MetaMask dialog box that says blah, blah, blah. And it displays the mirror node, testnet that is connected to right now, and so on and so forth. All right, and don't worry about that. These are all the tokens that I have on this account. I have 263 HBAR, but we're going to check that out. So let's go ahead and check out the get account information. So this is supposed to grab the account information from Hedera mirror node. So it, you can see all the information here that you get right here. There's also an API that lets you sign any kind of messages. So here I have hello Hedera, and all it does is it displays the dialog box, and then you can sign it, and then you get the signature back, and you can use it on anything that you want. All right, now let's go ahead and try out our simple transfer crypto. So we'll do 0.1. So I'm going to send 0.01 HBAR to 0.0.1 account. Here on the MetaMask dialog box, it asks you to confirm that everything does look okay. It has transfer crypto. It's a testnet. Transaction number 1. You can have multiple transactions, by the way, executed at once. There's the account that I'm sending this much amount of HBAR to. All right, let's go ahead and approve. And there you go. So that's it there. So you can feel free to play around with any of these other. So let's actually create a token called KP. I'll just have one decimal there. All right, let's go ahead and I don't need to fill out any of this other information. I can, but it's very optional. So let me just go ahead and create a token. Again, it's gonna show you all the different settings here, agree with it. If everything looks good, then go ahead and approve. Once that is done, we will get a token ID. So we can see whether that account, that token was created. Oops, I am on mainnet. Let me go to testnet. There you go. I just created this just a minute ago. And there you go. You can now you can mint this token, do whatever you want. Yeah, that's it. So one other thing I wanted to show is, let's see, where is it? Yes. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how easy it is to just copy this code. All the code is just given for you either through the documentation portal with the demo itself, or you can go to the Hedera MetaMask Snap, and then look at check out the example website that has like all of the code that you need for everything. Like there's even here there are create smart contract. You can even create a smart. This is interacting with the Hedera smart contract service. You can update smart contract, delete smart contract. One thing that I wanted to mention is this is not really in the SDK, but we support this with the Snap. This is a very unique feature of the Snap. So we have what's called a create swap request and complete swap. So this is going to let you basically do an atomic atomic swap transfer between two accounts. So let's say I want to exchange one HBAR for 100 sauce tokens or 100 pack tokens. What I can do is I can submit a request with whoever I'm going to exchange it to, and then all it does is it basically creates a scheduled transaction on the ledger, and then within 30 minutes, if the other person who is part of the request calls the complete swap API from the Snap with the schedule ID, then it performs the swap. So this is a very simple way to basically swap tokens between two people peer-to-peer, completely decentralized using Hedera. It's a very unique feature of the Snap. That's just, you don't have to worry about how it works under the hood. It just, the Snap just does it for you. Some of the, these kind of complex functionalities will be available more in the Snap in the future going forward. All right, so there's also a way to interact with the Hedera consensus service. You can see here, you can create a topic, you can update the topic, submit a message, so on and so forth. There's also other things here. You can stake HBAR. You can interact with all the token services that I mentioned. And yeah, that's it. So, all right, one thing that I want to do is I want to show you how easy it is to deploy this. We are going to be using StackBlitz. If you're not familiar, again, this is not an ad for StackBlitz, but I absolutely love StackBlitz, what they've done. It basically runs all the code within the browser itself, and you can even edit the code, and basically it runs the code within this environment, so that you don't really need, if you want to quickly test something, you don't really need to deploy it to GitHub or AWS or whatever it is on the cloud. You can just use StackBlitz and it does it for you. Everything is local. Obviously not everything is supported, but for our purposes it's absolutely okay. All right, so let's go ahead and let's go ahead and create a project here. So here I'm going to choose static HTML CSS. All right, so now all I need to do is copy the code here. So I'm just going to copy the body. All right, and then body right there, and then I'm going to copy the JavaScript code and then put it under script.js. All right, now I'm going to change a little bit here on script.js. So I don't really need this here, supply key. All right, now you can see here it's running the project locally. It's running this static page locally. It has all the code that you need, and here I can basically connect to the Snap. If it's not connected previously, then I can do something like tomb, and then tomb. Let's see, symbol TUM TU. All right, whatever, doesn't matter. I will just do this. I'll just put both of these the same number of decimals. I'll do 1. I will create a token, and it'll show you all the necessary information that is going to be part of this token creation process. And then I'm going to hit OK. All right, so there you go. Looks like it was created. Okay, not everything is shown, but you can check out the token ID on the console here. This is the token ID. And if we check out this token ID, this was just created, tomb. All right, so now what we're gonna do is, so it looks like this is deployed. So now there's a couple things here. So you can actually share this with, like this link right here, with anyone you like, and you can collaborate with it. This is the editor URL. But if you just want to deploy it, you can connect to GitHub repository, and I'm just gonna call this Hedera create token via Snap. So this is going to create a GitHub repository because I already have my GitHub connected. I'm just going to show like how easy it is to connect to my GitHub repository here. So this is done. Again, it works exactly the same. Now let's go over to our repository here. So if I go to repositories, this is just created. Now all I need to do is, if I want to deploy this to GitHub pages, I can do that. So just do main, save, right, and then now it should be deployed. So if I go over to kpachai.github.io, Hedera create token via Snap. Yeah, that's right. Oh, let me see. I think it's still deploying. So let me check here. All right, everything looks okay. There you go. So it is deployed. Look how easy it was to deploy this by connecting to StackBlitz. All right, let's go ahead and try to create another token here. Well, let me go ahead and connect it first. Okay, it's installed. Nothing to do. KP. I'll do KP1. I'll do 8 decimal places for this. And then it basically interacts with HCS create token API. Again, the same thing here. Not too much. Whoops. And then I'm just going to approve. All right, so this is our token ID. There you go. I just created this. It has all the information here. Like next time, if I wanted to, have a new function called, maybe I want to mint token. I created the token, but I haven't minted the token. I can basically take the example code from right here, and then just copy and paste it there, and then deploy it. So it's very easy to deploy and interact with the Snap. And all your users will need is a MetaMask account, and that's it. And that's how easy it is to get started. So if you have any questions, feel free to let us know on our Discord, ToomTech Discord, or on our email at contact@toom.tech. Otherwise, happy hacking. Thank you. Have a good day.